Christy Size has been released from the Indiana Fever, fired. She has been let go. How do I feel about it? I'll tell you guys in a moment. Make sure you guys get in here, subscribe to the YouTube channel, thumbs up, like the video. Let's go. Indiana Fever fire head coach Christy Size after Caitlin Clark's historic rookie season. Now, how do we truly feel about this firing? Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Christy Size, aka Sean Payton. Y'all know that's what I call her because she literally looks just like Sean Payton to me, a female version of him. He's the head coach of the Broncos. Man, Caitlin Clark and Christy Size, is as nice of a person as Christy Size is, she was in over her head this season. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys like it is. Christy Size was in over her head this season. Caitlin Clark is a huge task. This isn't for the weak. And Caitlin Clark isn't a headache. She isn't like a LeBron James diva type of person. Some say that she's extra emotional, you know, especially when it comes to like her or refs. You know, she got a little Luca going on here and there. But Christy Size, from the moment that Caitlin Clark was introduced as an Indiana Fever, her job was on a hot seat. Her job was on a hot seat. Christy Size is a good person. She needs to be coaching like a Christian academy, some type of Catholic church or something, because she's a sweetheart, man. And as tough as she tried to be, you need someone with a more dominant personality. Now, in my mind, I think that Caitlin Clark needs to be coached by a man, because she isn't with all of the drama. All right, they're going to have to get somebody in there. And I will be making a video about the top 5 candidates that the Indiana Fever should be looking, to hire for this job. But Caitlin Clark is going to need a coach who's not only going to stand up to the opposition. You guys are going to have to get a coach in there that's going to be willing to step up and confront those bitter, angry-ass women in the locker room. And Christy Size, she just could not do that. She tried, but it's just not her character. I mean, you literally have to be made of the right stuff. You don't have to be a bad person. You don't have to be a bad person at all, but you need to be somebody, man. I like how Coach Cheryl Reeves, even though she says like backhanded comments about Caitlin Clark, I do admire the fact that she actually has like courage, and she's unafraid. She's extra woke. Don't get me wrong. She's extra woke, which is why I prefer a man to be in this position, because Caitlin Clark is purely business. And if you look at how the men operate in the NBA, they are purely business. They need that type of head coach in this organization. You got Nylissa Smith, who secretly hates Caitlin Clark one day, likes Caitlin Clark another day, can't go make a deep playoff run because Dejanay Carrington is her lover. You're going to have to get the coach who's going to confront them and weed that out of the organization, even though that is more of a general manager, problem. I just feel like Caitlin Clark, Christy Size, the duo was not going to be conducive. We saw Caitlin Clark often throwing fits throughout the whole season when it came to Christy Size, her rotation. She finally started to get it together towards the end, maybe because she knew that her job was in jeopardy. She gave it all she could, but it just wasn't enough. The Indiana Fever have fired head coach Christy Size after 2 seasons. She did lead Indiana to its first postseason presence since 2016 with the help of the 2024 Rookie of the Year, Caitlin Clark, who had a historic season. Now, guys, just because you have a historic season does not mean that your job will be saved, because they are trying to find people who can coach into the future, okay? And Christy Size really did not start to round out, to me, in my opinion, until the end of the season. I felt like she started to slightly figure out how to work her rotations, but it just wasn't enough. We are incredibly thankful to Coach Size for embracing the challenge of leading us through an inaugural transition period over the last 2 seasons, while also positioning us well for future growth. And that's just the reality of this. It was time for Christy Size to move on. It was time for Christy Size to go. I think that she may serve better as some type of coordinator. I think she needs to take a break from head coaching, because, especially in this league, because it's going to be hard for her to find another home in a league like this, if that makes sense. I mean, this league is brutal, it's petty, and it's very catty. And I just think that deep down, that wasn't her personality. She seems like she's a tough ass. But when it comes to other opposition, when it comes to the other head coaches, you saw her bag down in moments that she should have been strong. And you need somebody who's going to have Caitlin Clark's back. Caitlin Clark was pretty much, a loner the whole season. I mean, you had women on other teams hating her. You had women in the locker room hating her. You're going to have to find a coach who's going to weed all that shit out, man. And she is a star. So you have to approach it with that mindset. What coach is going to come up in here and say, hey, everything goes through Caitlin and everything is going to be supporting cast around Caitlin Clark? And I don't think that Christy Sides would have gotten that done in a timely manner. So I do think that the Indiana Fever, the president, they did the right thing. They let her fulfill, her 2 seasons. And they cut bait. In closing, it goes, while decisions like these are never easy, it is also imperative that we remain bold and assertive in the pursuit of our goals, which includes maximizing our talent and bringing another WNBA championship back to Indiana. And that's just how this cookie crumbles, guys. I mean, this is a tough business. Though we only see the entertainment sides of this, guys, like, this is real deal. As much as some people may be split, as much as some people may actually like Christy Sides, you have to do what's conducive for your number one player in Caitlin Clark, one, and also for the future. So what are your thoughts on Christy Sides? Do you guys feel that she will find another home? How do you guys feel about Indiana Fever releasing her? Let me know in the comment section like you often do, guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the YouTube channel. I will see you in the next one. Peace.
Yeah.